Hey everybody, welcome to Just Food with Mike. This is Mike. This is a totally different type of video for you today. In case you've been living under a rock somewhere, you know that Hurricane Helene came up through Florida and Georgia and it affected massive parts of North Carolina and eastern Tennessee. I live in eastern Tennessee. I've never mentioned that in the channel before because it doesn't really matter. But I want to show you kind of what's going on here. Let me turn the camera around here in a second. I just want to show you. Now, I want to let people know I'm not in any danger where I live of being flooded out or anything like that. But we're getting all of that current, all of that downstream water from all of those dams that failed over in like North Carolina and parts of eastern Tennessee. I live on the eastern or western side of Knoxville, so it isn't really affecting me at all at my house, but it's definitely up the water game here. So I'll show you here in a second. And just, if you can donate to any of the organizations that have been, helping people out, I hope you would do that. I've already given some. I do pretty well at my job, and I'm able to help out where I can. So if you're able to help out anybody eastern Tennessee down into parts of Georgia and Florida for this, I mean, it's pretty catastrophic. You don't expect dams to fail and bridges to collapse and everything else that's happened. A lot of people have lost their lives. They're saying right now the count that I heard last was 56, but it's going to be into the hundreds for sure. So let me turn the camera on here and I'll show you what we're looking at. So this is the Fort Loudon Dam in Lenoir City, Tennessee. And you can see it's not usually we got like one, maybe two gates open. And right now there's one, two, three, four, there's six gates open right now. Normally, this whole area is loaded with people fishing, and the water is way up right now. Normally, you could walk down past here, over here. I'll go closer for you here in a minute. You can see this is just an absolute deluge of water. And it's enough to have failures of dams, and there was three of them that I know of. Three dams that failed, and I've seen several parts of I-40 washed away completely. It's going to take them months to fix that. And a bridge collapsed that totally wiped out the entire bridge. So let me go down closer to the water and I'll show you what this looks like up close. Well, I apologize for the shakiness, but this is an area where, we can just walk up and go fishing. Loaded with striped bass and other things in your catfish, big, 100-pound catfish. I wouldn't even try to fish this right now. I'm going to stay up away from that water. I don't feel like getting wet. But at any time, this could get a lot worse. And I am planning on doing a episode today. Today is Sunday, September 29th. It's actually my oldest son's 29th birthday. Yeah, so this is what we're looking at. I apologize for the shakiness. I don't have a gimbal. I don't normally do walk-in talks. And I was going to do a live stream with my phone here, but I don't have 1,000 subscribers, and you have to have that to do a live stream with a mobile device. If I were home to want to do a live stream, I could on my computer, but I don't have a reason to do a live stream there necessarily. But if you want to see it, let me know. So, like I said, normally this is way high right now. I hope you can hear everything I'm saying clearly. I'll find out when I do the editing. I'm not going to do a lot of editing in this because there's not much to edit. Normally, there's a platform down there you could stand on and fish. It goes all the way over to like here. You can see there's a lot of water coming through there right now. It says danger, danger, do not go near. Normally this whole area is loaded with boats out here and just dozens of fishermen and women all along and through here. And it's just fun to come down here and fish. It's you'll always catch something down here. It's just loaded with fish. See a couple mergansers out there swimming around. I don't know if you can see them or not. And now, I've never gotten into what I do for a living. Now that you know, I have the cooking channel, but aside from that, my full-time job is that I'm a truck driver. I worked in the culinary industry for more than 10 years. I won a whole bunch of awards. I was living in Rochester, New York, and it just got to the point to where I'm making less than 12 bucks an hour after winning all these awards in a 5-star platinum club. And I said, you know, it's time to make a change. And for about a year, oh, there goes a blue heron. For about a year, I looked into sales and other things. A couple of mergansers flying. And nobody wants to give you a chance if you don't have sales experience. So then, let me walk back up this way. So then, the one thing I kept seeing over and over again was truck driving. So I and a buddy of mine went and got our Class A driver's licenses together, and I drove over the road for about 6 months. Then I found a local job in Rochester, working for the Budweiser distributor, and got stuck in the warehouse there, and I hated it, so I stayed there for about 3 years and moved over to Pepsi. And after the winter of 2014 into 15, I said, you know what? That was the hardest winter they ever had on record. And I said, let's go to Florida. And I went to Florida with my wife and my kids. And I realized at that point Pepsi wasn't for me because I lost about $400 a week in commission. They just do less down in Florida due to the way they do it. So then I found the company I'm with now. I'm not going to name the company I'm with now because they don't like that so much. And it's been nothing but good opportunities with them. And, you know, after 3 years of Florida, we said we don't like the heat too much. So we moved back up halfway to Tennessee, and we're called halfbacks now. And, you know, my wife will tell you, my passion is food. So I said, you know what? I think I should just do a YouTube channel. So, like I said, we moved up here to Tennessee, bought a house in an elevated area so that this river would never be a problem for us. It could never, we're actually higher than this dam is, so it would never get to that level. But I said, you know, let's do it. I'm going to do a YouTube channel because I just love cooking. And I'm always doing really nice stuff on Sundays. And that's generally when I do my episodes. And, you know, I know last week the episode wasn't great. I was showing bread and two bad things happened. One, I burned out my KitchenAid. So I got to replace the gears on the inside. It's no big deal. I just got to get them and do it. And my microphone situation has to be improved because it was a brand new microphone and I'm using a new computer, or new camera rather. So all of that's going to be updated. And, you know, it's a work in progress. And I'm just trying to have fun while I do it. And I'm having fun doing it. And if I can teach somebody how to cook and not be afraid of cooking, that's my goal. And that's why I call it It's Just Food, because I don't want anybody being afraid of food and, you know, afraid of trying new things. You know, and I want to show how restaurants do things to make it easy on people, because that's literally all restaurants do is they simplify everything with their knowledge and they put it out for the public. So this is what we're facing here. You know, it could get worse, but at the end of the day, we're not off bad at all here in this part of Tennessee. I hope nobody downstream that way has any issues. If you've got a house right on the water, I'm telling you right now, this is very, very high. I know I'm rambling a little bit. But, you know, I'm going to put out an episode later. I'm going to do a salmon dish. I want to show people how to buy a cheap piece of salmon that actually can be very good, and how to break it down and save yourself a lot of money doing it that way. Uh, so I appreciate anybody that watches this. And like I said, you know, I don't have a group that you could donate to or anything like that. But if you want to go online and find a group in Tennessee or North Carolina, like I said, a lot of people lost their lives in this. Um, we're okay here. We didn't lose power or anything. It's just like a normal day. I already went and got groceries once today. I got to run back out and get a bottle of wine for my salmon dish later. But this is, we got lucky here. It could have been a lot worse. It literally just went just south of us, and it hit the Appalachian Mountains right through the heart of the Smokies. And so please donate where you can, because they could use it. I don't need it. They do. Like I said, I've already donated some. Well, everybody, I will go to the store and get that bottle of wine so I can start filming the salmon video for you all. If you like this at all, obviously this isn't normally what I do. Give the channel a thumbs up and subscribe if you could. That would be awesome. But I'd like to get to a point to where I could do more live streams. And I could do it from my house, but I don't know if you want to see me just prepping everything and doing all that. Maybe I'll get a Patreon going. I don't know. Yeah, so like I was saying, sorry the quality of the shakiness and everything. I don't have a gimbal. I didn't plan on doing this, and I don't have a gimbal anyway. But uh, I plan on putting a video out today. I'm doing a salmon dish. Show you guys how to break down a salmon a little bit. Not the whole thing, because it's hard to find a whole salmon in Tennessee. You can find them, but they charge a ridiculous amount. And I want to show you guys how to do it. I got the salmon at Aldi, so I'm going to show you how to go to Aldi or Walmart and get a side of salmon, and how to skin it, how to portion it out. If you're doing portions for the week and you want to cook it all at once, and it's just a simple dish. I'm going to show you how to make a beurre blanc and all that, some spetzel. But if you get a chance to donate to any of I don't know the organizations. You'll have to look it up, and I'm sure it's easy to find. If you're able to find a organization that will actually help people, I'm always suspicious of groups, because a lot of them are very crooked and they will steal your money. And about 1% of what you give them actually goes to the cause. So if you get a chance to help out somebody, please do it. I don't need it. I'm fine where I am. I didn't have any issues. So if you like this at all, obviously this isn't what I normally do. Give it a thumbs up and subscribe. If I had 1,000 subscribers, I could have used my phone to do a live stream right now, but you need 1,000 to use your phone to do it. At home I could do it, but I will see you all next time. Have an awesome day.